Hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Tech Call with Murli channel. Myself Muralidhar Reddy. I'm a DevOps consultant and solution architect. In this 30 days of AWS Zero to Hero series, today we are going to discussing about day two. In this particular day two, we are going to discussing about Amazon EC2 part one. Okay. In this particular Amazon EC2, we are going to discussing about topics like what are the topics we are going to discuss here in day two, right? Earlier day one, we discussed about like what is AWS, how to create the AWS account, regions, available zones, right? If you are not aware, you can go through it first. And remember, guys, like we have a GitHub repo. In this GitHub repo, like AWS Zero to Hero inside the Tech World with Murli GitHub repo. And I have updated all the notes as well. Please have a look here. Okay. Here we are going to discussing, right? First, we can discussing about what is EC2 and what are the features of EC2 and also EC2 instance types. And then we can discuss about creation of EC2 instance. Okay, we can discuss one by one. So here in this particular day two, right? I'm going to day two here. You can go to here, day two. In this particular day two, I have written that all the step by step, I mean, both theory part and also practical. So just have a look. First, we can discussing about EC2. What is EC2? EC2 is nothing but Elastic Compute Cloud. Using this EC2, we can create virtual servers. You can create any type of server, either Linux, Windows, CentOS, Ubuntu, Red Hat. You can create any type of server. Once we create this server, right, we can connect over the internet. It means like in this particular EC2 instance, if we can create the virtual servers. Using the virtual server, we can connect the server and we can install any softwares. Let's take an example. Our laptop is physical or virtual? Our laptop is physical, but if you want to create any servers in cloud, example AWS, in AWS we have EC2. Using that EC2, using that EC2 we can create the virtual server, any server, either Linux, Windows, Red Hat, Ubuntu, any type of server we can create and we can use it. There are a lot of advantages of using EC2. One advantage is like pay as you go. It means like, let's take an example. I have created one server. I'm using only 1 hour. It means I have to pay only 1 hour. I don't want to pay extra. So in case if you use the physical servers, right, you have to purchase specific storage, CPU and memory. You have to pay, right? But when it comes to the cloud, if you use the virtual servers, but creating virtual servers using EC2, so you don't require to pay any on demand. Just you have to, you have to pay only whenever you are using that particular service. Okay. When comes to the features, right? One is scalability. You can easily to scale up and scale down. Let's take example. I need 3 to 4 servers. Yes, you can. Just one click, it will automatically increase or decrease based on our need. And we have a different types of instances. Let's take example. We have a compute optimized CPU related applications. If you are in your organization, we have a CPU based applications. You can use compute optimized instance. In case your application is memory optimized, you can use memory optimized options. And also we have a and when it comes to the security part, we have a key pair and security groups we can attach and we can securely connect the particular server. Okay. And also flexibility pricing, as I said, like we have a pay as you go only. So only whenever you use, you have to pay that one. Okay, you don't require to pay anything extra. Okay, and we can integrate this one other AWS services and also third-party services. We can integrate with this AWS EC2. Okay, remember, guys, AWS EC2 is one of the most important topic in AWS. Okay, in real time also we frequently use the AWS EC2. And coming to here, in AWS EC2, as I said, right, we can create a multiple servers, any type of server operating system, either Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, okay, CentOS, Red Hat. But majority of the organizations, if they are using AWS, they will be used majorly. If it is Linux, they will be used majorly Amazon Linux instead of CentOS, Red Hat. They will be used Amazon Linux. So in entire our course also we are going to discussing about Amazon Linux. So how we can create, how can manage everything, we can see it. Okay. And the next thing is in EC2 there are multiple instance types available. and one is general purpose. General purpose means if you want to use any specific web servers or small databases, development environment purpose, we can use general purpose instances. Okay, general purpose instances we can use. That instances, if it is starting with M5 or T3, it means T3 dot medium, T3 dot large. There are multiple instance types available. We can use general purpose. In case in your organization, your application is CPU based application. Okay, we can use compute optimized instances. This is majorly for batch processing, high performance computing. Okay, for that one we will be use the compute optimized instances. Okay, compute optimized instances. And also if your application it is a memory based application, we can use memory optimized instances R5 and X1. Okay, I will show you like what exactly R1 and X1. These are instance types. Okay, if it is memory based, we can use that one, especially by like in-memory databases, big data analytics, high performance computing. For that one, we can use memory optimized. And if in case your application majorly storage based, let's take an example, you're storing the logs. For that one, we can use storage optimized instances, D2, I3. This is majorly for NoSQL databases, data warehousing, Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch is nothing but OpenSearch. Okay, for that one we will be use the storage optimized. And also we have a GPU instances, and also we have FPGA instances. These two very rarely we will be used. Basically GPU instances majorly for video rendering, machine learning, gaming purpose will be used. But in real time very rarely we will be use the GPU. In real time majorly we will be use general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized. These are the instance types we will be majorly used based on our need. And also if you go to here in AWS EC2 instance families, instance types. Okay, now we can see here this one. Now we can see here general purpose we have a M7, M7i. Okay, we have a multiple instance types available. If you go to computer optimized, we can see it here. Remember guys, and coming to the major in real time based on our applications. Majorly our applications is majorly CPU based and memory based, both should be there. So we can say like if interview level, if they ask question, hey, what type of instance type you are using, you can tell like compute optimized, you can tell C5 large. If it's click the C5, right? You can check it here. C5 large, C5X large, we can tell them like that. Okay, if you select the C5 large, right? 2 CPU, 4 GB memory, okay, and up to 10 GB PSU, EBS bandwidth up to 4750. Okay, based on our need, we can choose this one. Okay, and if in case some applications also memory based, we can use the memory based also R5, R4. Okay, based on our need. Okay, we can tell anything, but general purpose we can use both compute and optimize, but it is not much recommended. But still we can use it. That is not a problem. But as per AWS recommendation, if it is compute optimized, it means CPU related applications, you can use compute optimized instances. If it is memory optimized instances, you can use and you can create this type of instances. Okay, they are recommended. Okay, clear, right? Storage optimized, you can use the storage related I4, I3, D2, D3. It is based on their need. Okay, clear, right? See, if you use the D3 dot XLAS, it is a 4 GB, 32 GB memory. Okay, it is different things available. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Now, fine. We see here, right? Now I want to see, we have to see these same instance types in AWS. So I already log into the AWS account. And remember guys, I log into the AWS account. Here in AWS, we have a different regions, right? North Virginia, Oregon region, California, Ohio, okay? Remember, if it is US based applications, majorly North Virginia, Oregon, California, Ohio regions, majorly we will be used. You can tell any type of region in if interview level, if they ask the question, hey, which region you guys are using, you can tell them North Virginia or Oregon region or California. Okay, anything is fine. Clear, right? Remember guys, majorly in India we won't be use any Mumbai region, we won't be use. So in Hyderabad region we won't be use. So be careful. You can tell them because we mostly work with on-site, right, projects. It means US projects. So majorly it is Oregon region or North Virginia or California. Okay, or Ohio region. Clear, right? Fine. Currently now I am in North Virginia. Now we need to see the instance types, right? For that one, you can go here, search box, search with EC2. Here EC2, right? EC2 is nothing but Elastic Compute Cloud. We can create the virtual servers. If you see here, this is the AWS EC2 dashboard. Now you can see it here, instance types, right? Just click this one. Now we can see it here. There are multiple instance types available: T1.micro, T2.micro, T2.micro. Okay. There are multiple instance types available based on we need. Let's take example. If you take the T2.medium, right? It will get 2 CPUs, 4 GB memory. It will support both i386 architecture and x86. It will be support. And if you see here any storage type, low to moderate, okay, how much it will be charged for on demand. It will be display everything, on demand Linux, on demand Windows, how much it will be charged. So everything it will be displayed here. Remember, based on our need, how much charge also it will be displayed here. Let's take example. If I choose the T2.medium, it will be charged $0.0464 per hour. Okay, if it is Windows, it will be cost compared to Linux. Okay, clear, right? Here we have a T2.micro. As I said, like here, if it, let's take example, you can choose the compute. Compute, we have a C5, and in C5 we have a C5.large, right? Just search with this one. Okay. If you search with this one, right? If you search with this one, you will get that particular instance type. I given the space, that's why. Yeah, if you see here, this particular C5.large, just click this one so that you will get all the information, how much CPUs, see instance types, instance family, okay, instance size, everything can display here, whether how much space, everything we can see it here. Okay, clear it? Available zones, it will be support, everything we can see it here. So remember this, and also here pricing part also you can see on demand, RHCL, Windows, okay, on demand Linux pricing, how much, everything it is displaying here. Remember guys, these are the instance types. Total we have 700 plus instance types available. Based on our need, in real time we will be using. But I will recommend, if it is compute optimized, majorly will be C5, and if it is memory optimized, we can use R5. Okay, R4 based on their need. And also in R4 also we have a, sorry, R5. Major R4 also, R4.large. Depends on use cases we will be using. Okay, clear, right? Instance type clear, right? Okay, what is next? Next one is like, come down. Next one is we need to create the EC2 instance. We have to create the EC2 instance. For that one, what you have to do, I'm already in EC2 dashboard. In left side we have instances, right? Click this one. Okay, now we can see it here, instances, we can see it one, it is already terminated. Okay, no problem. Now we need to create one, right? So for that one, what you have to do, just click the launch instances, right side, click this one. Here we are going to create the Linux EC2 instance. It means, as I said, right, if in real time, if you use the Amazon Linux, Amazon, majorly 99% will be created the Amazon Linux, because Amazon Linux is managing by Amazon team. So if any issues occur, we can easy to reach out to AWS team. They can help us, first thing. And also if you use the Amazon Linux, they will give the discounts as well. That's why majority of the organizations are using Amazon Linux. Now here I'm giving Linux server, because we are creating Linux, right? So for that one, I'm giving Linux server. Okay, Linux server. Okay, now come down here. AMI is nothing but Amazon machine image. Inside the AMI, it contains information about what type of instance you are going to create. Let's take example. I want to create Amazon Linux. I want to create my Mac OS. I want to create Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat. Okay, and also there are a lot of Debian. We have all the operating systems. It will be support. But as I said, we majorly will be use Amazon Linux. So I'm selecting Linux is Amazon Linux. Here, very important thing, what type of instance you are going to create, what type of AMI you are going to use it. As I said, I'm selected Amazon Linux. In Amazon Linux, we have a multiple images is available. Here, the latest one is Amazon Linux 2023 AMI. But currently in our organizations, majorly we'll be using Amazon Linux 2. But still, Amazon Linux 2 in 2025 June, it is going to be, there is no support. There is no patchings will be come after June 2025. How do we know? Just to go to here, Google, Amazon Linux, end of life. Okay. Just click this one so that here we have an end of life date. Just select this one. Here you can see it, Amazon Linux. If you see here, Amazon Linux 2. Okay. The end of life is 30 June 2025 security support. After 2025, there is no new patchings will be happening for that particular Amazon Linux 2. That's why majority of the organization, they're planning to use from Amazon Linux to Linux 2023. This is the latest image. So for that one, we are going to use the Amazon Linux 2023 only. But in interview level, if they ask the question, which type of instance you are using, you can tell them Amazon Linux 2023. Basically, we are using Amazon Linux 2. Okay. Basically, we are using Amazon Linux 2, but we are upgrading Amazon Linux 2 to Amazon Linux 2023. We are planning to use. Okay. So for that one, what I'm doing here, right? We are selecting the Amazon Linux 2023. Okay, fine. Now here, if you select the Amazon Linux 2023, right, we have two options. One is 64-bit x86 ARM. We will be use the 100% will be use the x86 only. So that is the fine. And here we have a AMI. Each AMI it will be you have selected the Amazon Linux, right? This is the AMI ID. Okay, and verified provider is it means like AWS provider. I mean, AWS team verified. Okay. Here you may ask question, Murli, what is the major difference between Amazon Linux to Amazon Linux 3? There is no much difference. They're planning to use. Let's take example your mobiles also, right? If you take iPhone, right, OS 16 to 17, same thing here also. There's small changes between Amazon Linux to Amazon Linux 2023. But remember, guys, currently they are using Amazon Linux 2. They are planning to use Amazon Linux 2023. That's why we are going to create use the Amazon Linux 2023 only, and we are going to create it. Okay, fine. Next one here, very most important thing, instance type. What type of instance you are going to create? Here we have a multiple instance types available: T2.micro, T2.nano, T2.small. As I said, right here, if you see here, here we have a compute optimized, we have a C5 general purpose, we have a T2.micro, T3.medium. There are a lot of things available, right? If you see here, T3.nano, micro, small, medium, right? So currently we are going to do the practice, right? That's why I'm selecting the T2.micro. If I choose the T2.micro, right, I will get one CPU, 1 GB memory. How much I'm getting? I'm getting one CPU, 1 GB memory I'm getting. Remember, guys, in interview, if they ask question, if you say like I'm using T2.micro, they can easy to identify, okay, you haven't worked real time. Because T2.micro, we never use in real time. Okay, we will be use, as I said, we will be use compute optimized or memory optimized general purpose. We will be, at least we will be use T3.medium. Okay, clear, right? Don't say we are using T2.micro, but our practice purpose, we can use it. Okay, it is a free time. As I said, right, it will be 1 year free time. So we are going to use that one. So T2.micro I have selected and come down here. Here we have a key pair. Key pair is nothing but how you want to connect the server. Here we have two options. Without key pair also we can use it, but it is not recommended. So what you have to do, you have to create the key pair. Currently we don't have any key pair. So for that one, what you have to do, I'm creating the new key pair. Click this one. I'm giving the, you have to give the key pair name. I'm giving key pair name is example dev environment. Okay. For that one, I'm giving dev. Okay. Dev I have given. So now here is key pair type is we have RSA ED25519, but majorly we will use the RSA only. Okay. This RSA is encrypted private and public key. And here we have option private key format, either PEM file or PPK file. We require PEM file. Then we can convert, if we require, we can convert the PPK also. That is fine. Here we can give the create a key pair. Remember, here it is downloaded, right? If you observe here, dev.pem file is downloaded. This file should be stored securely. Once you lost, right, you never connect the particular server. Even you never revert that particular PEM file. Okay, only one time visibility. So you have to be carefully store this PEM file. somewhere. Example in AWS SSM, parameter store. Okay, you have to store carefully. So we have downloaded a PEM file, right? Fine. Now we can select the particular PEM file. And one more thing, this particular PEM file I have created, right? If you create a Windows, Linux, Red Hat, Ubuntu, we can use same PEM file. Okay, you don't require to create each and every server separate PEM file. Single PEM file, we can create both Linux and Windows, Ubuntu, Red Hat, everything we can create. Okay, why I created a dev, right? In real time, same process will be followed. Example, if it is dev environment, we can create a dev PEM file and we can attach that PEM file. Okay, fine. Next one here is networking. Networking, where you want to create that particular server. For that one, we have a VPC concept. VPC concept will be discussed later. So here VPC, which subnet you want to create, and if you want to assign the public IP or not, these are the options default we have. So what I will suggest, right? Just we can ignore here. We can discuss later about VPC concept so that you will get some idea. Currently, we are using default options. And here security group, right? In this security group, you have to create the security group and you have to attach a port number. We are creating Linux, right? Linux for Linux port number is 22. If it is a Windows, the port number is 3389. If you are not enabling these two port numbers, if Linux is 22, Windows is 3389, you will never connect the particular server. For that one, right? If you see here, allow SSL, traffic is 0, we are giving. It is not recommended, but still temporary purpose we are giving here, and we are creating the new. If you have any existing keep security group, we can attach here. But what I'm doing here, I'm creating that name is launch widget 1. Okay, clear. Now we can come down. We have enabled the SSH port number, and both we have inbound and outbound we have. Okay, fine. And one more thing here, it is throwing the error like 0.0, it is not recommended. That's why it is throwing the error. Okay, error means warning. And we have a configuration, right? How much GB you require. If you remember, in Windows we have, right? Let's take example. This is our Windows. Here, if you check it here, CW is how much GB? 475 GB. Okay, same thing when you are creating the server, right? You have to choose the how much GB you have to give. This is the default directory. It is C drive. So for that one, I'm choosing the 8 GB. Okay. For practicing purpose, 8 GB is fine. But in real time, we will be create 100 GB, 200, 300, 500 based on our need. This is the default root value. We can call it as a root value is nothing but C drive. Okay. Fine. Next one in advanced level, come down advanced level. Yeah. If you are using any AD, we can attach the particular AD. AD is nothing but active directory. Instead of connecting using our PEM file, in real time, what will happen, right? We can connect our credentials. Let's take example, you join one organization, you will get laptop, right? You have a mail ID and password. Using that mail ID and password, you can log into the server. Or you using that your username and password, you can log in that servers, either Windows or Linux. For that one, if you have any domain, you can join here. We can discuss in AWS. We have a directory service topic. For that one, I will show you like how do we attach the join domain join. I will show you later. Okay. And if you want to attach any IAM role, you can attach here. Currently, I'm not going to attach. We can discuss more on this AWS IAM part. And here, host to type is we have IP name and resource name. Select the IP name only, default one, and come down here. Instance auto recovery, shutdown behavior. Shutdown behavior means like if I stop the instances, do I need to stop or immediately it will be terminated? This is the default behavior, shutdown behavior. And also like we have a terminate protection. If someone trying to delete, terminate. So what will happen? If you enable this one, right? They will never delete it. They will never delete it. They have to first disable it. What I'm doing here, just enabling this one so that I will show you. And also even stop protection as well. If someone trying to stop it, they will never. The reason is if I enable this one, right? What will happen? It will throw the error like, hey, first to disable it, then you can stop it. Currently, I have enabled. Default, it is all are disabled only. Okay. And next thing is CloudWatch monitoring. Default, it will be monitoring every 5 minutes. If you enable, right, it will be monitoring every 1 minute. But if you enable this one, it will be charged. So currently we don't require, just disable it. Even real time also, based on our need, whether we require to enable or not, we will be decide. Okay, majority of the servers we won't be enabling CloudWatch monitoring because it will be more chargeable. Okay, for that one, what we will do, right? We may use Prometheus, Grafana, Datadog, some other tools to capture that particular CloudWatch monitoring information. I mean, CPU memory, how much disk space, everything you can capture. Okay, fine. Come down. These are the GPU. These are the options we don't require. And come down, we don't require. These all are common. You don't require to update anything. And coming to the metadata, here we have AWS. We have a metadata. Whether we need to enable or not, by default it is enabled. And also here metadata version also will be there. This is the V1 and V2, or we need to use V2 only. So if you select the V2, right, it will be authenticated through authentication. Okay. So for that one token is required. I will show you how can we use this metadata later part so that you will get some idea. This is the one of the most important metadata. This metadata, some of the application they may use dynamic information about the particular server's information required. This metadata useful. Okay. Fine. Next one is metadata response overflow. These are the fine. And here, right, user data. User data is nothing but, let's take example. I have created a server. When you are creating the server, I want to install the Java, HTTP or Git. You can use this user data. Inside the user data, we can keep it so that what will happen once you launch the server, right, automatically it will be installed the particular softwares. I will show you later part. Okay, these are the steps we have in the particular EC2 instance. We are creating a Linux server, and you can here also a number of instances, how many instances you are going to create, what is the AMI we are using. Okay, and T2.micro and also storage, everything we are able to see, right? Here, if you see here, if you using Twitter, it will be 750 hours T2.micro. Okay, clear, right? Now what I'm doing, right? I'm going to launch the instance. What will happen? Once we click this launch instance, right? It will be create the instance. Even how it will be create? See here, initializing request, creating the security group, because we choose, right, creating security group, creating the rules as well. It means like it is creating inbound rule 22 port number enable, right? And the launch installation succeed. Once we launch the instance, right, it will be generate the instance ID. It will be generate the instance ID. Click this one. Remember guys, this instance ID is unique for entire AWS. Okay, if you see here, whatever you give the name, right, Linux server, instance ID, whether it is running or not, what type of instance you are choosing. Here, very important thing, status checks should be 2 by 2. One is hardware related, second one is instance level status check. So it should be in 2 by 2. We have to wait. And also if we enabling, whether we enable alarm or not, okay, which available zone it is created. As I said, right, if it is North Virginia, we have a 6 available zones. Okay, so here only is one available zone. Here, if you see here, we have select the public enable, right? Public DNS. DNS is nothing but domain name server. Okay, IPv4, Internet Protocol version 4. Okay, and here we have a public IPv4 also. This is the public IPv4. If you have any elastic IP, no. IPv6, do we have anything? No. Monitoring enable or not? No. And here security group, which security group? It is launch wizard 1. Remember guys, when you are creating, right, if it is dev, right, we can create a dev iPhone, some name, whatever service name, server name, we can give it, and we can attach that particular security group instead of giving like this. Okay, and next one is key name. Key name we have selected, right? When you are creating server, we have given the key name, right? This is the key name when it was launched, what platform, whether it is Linux or Windows. Okay, this server, right, it will take 1 or 2 minutes to up and running. Still it is initializing. We have to wait for that one. Okay, we can wait for that. Okay, if you see here, we got 2 by 2. 2 by 2 means it is good. Now we can check it instance details so that you will get some idea. If you see here, this is the instance ID, this is the public IP, this is the private IP. Remember guys, once you create the server, right, internally it will be assigned the specific IP. It is a private IP. And also we have a private DNS, public DNS as well. Okay, whether we require public IP or not, when you are creating, we will be decide that server. If we create in public subnets, it will be create the public IP. Fine. It is showing the running status. Okay. And also if you see here, we select the host name type, right? It is the host name, IP name, and we have a private IP, DNS. Okay. Auto assign IP, where we created which VPC, VIP subnet we have created, everything information, it is available. And also what type of instance we are creating, platform is Linux 20, Amazon Linux platform details. Okay, this is the AMI ID, which AMI ID we have used. This is the AMI ID. Okay, remember guys, when you are creating that, this AMI ID might be changed because this AMI ID is built 2023 5th month. So in case if any new AMI will occur, right, come, right? So when you are creating, that new AMI will be visible there. Okay, so for that one, right? Remember, currently it is this AMI. When you are creating your side, it might be changed. Launch time, when it was launched, instance autos recovery, everything it will be, which key pair, everything you can able to see here. Okay, clear it. And also if you see here status check, this is the one of the most important. Sometimes what will happen, here it is showing 2 by 2, right? Sometimes it will come 1 by 2. Okay, here we have two things: system status check, instance status check. If it is system status check fail, right, what will happen? You may need to reach out to AWS team. You have to raise the ticket with AWS team. You have to ask them why it went to system status check is failed still. Okay, second one is instance status check. This one, if something you have configured wrongly in this particular server, it will show that instance status check failed. Okay, if it is instance status check fail, right, this is your responsibility. But still, if you are not finding, right, you can reach out to AWS team. So sometimes, right, if it gets system status check fail, right, just if you restart the server, what will happen? Okay, backend it will be create another layer, so that what will happen, this issue will be gone. But still, if you want to find out root cause, you can reach out to AWS team so that they can help you. Okay, clear, right? This is the one of the most important thing. If something happen 1 by 2, 0 by 2, so for the it means the server is not fully up and running. Okay, even though it is showing running, if we see here status check is 0 by 2, it means the server is not fully running. Okay, clear, right? So these are one of the most important. Sometimes it will come like 1 by 2, your manager or team lead saying like, hey, Murli, can you please take a look what was the issue? Then you can come here and you can verify here. Okay, based on this need, you have to decide. Next one is monitoring, right? In monitoring, as I said, right, we have a CloudWatch. In CloudWatch, we can see it CPU, networking, out, everything can able to see here. CloudWatch, it won't be provide the memory information. It will be only CPU disk related information. Okay, fine. Security. Security means like here we can see that if you attach any IAM, security groups, owner, launch time, when it was launched. Okay, what is the inbound rule or what is the outbound rule? We can see everything here. Okay, clear, right? So next one is networking. As I said, like where it was created, it was public IP, public DNS, which subnet. Okay, everything where we created, whether which VPC we have created, that ID also it will be displayed here. Storage, when you are creating, right, we have select the 8 GB, right? That's why it is 8 GB. Remember, guys, dev/xvda. Okay, this is the default one. Okay, if it is Windows, it is serial. If it is a Linux, right, it is a slash directory. Okay, these are the default one. We are seeing in this one. You can attach multiple values. I will show you later part so that you will get some idea. Okay, tags. If you assign any tags, you can see it here. Remember, just I have given name is Linux server, but in real time, right, we can give it like environment name, project name. Okay, env is, we can give it env. Okay, then we can give the project. Okay, env is dev, it means dev. Project is example, it is DevOps project. Okay, example and time. You can give the team, everything you can declare here. Okay, so these are the information is mandatory. It means it is more important. Just giving the name Linux server, we can also give the all the tags as well. Okay, clear, right? Just I have updated tags. Fine. Now we have created the server. If you see here connect, you can connect. we have option like EC2 instance connect. We can use this particular which instance. We can use the public IP, we can use the user, and we can directly connect from here. Just if we click this one, we can directly connect from browser as well. But connecting from browser, it is not much recommended, because if you want to, do the work fastly, this particular browser, it is not much recommend. So I will always recommend we will connect through our local. Okay, we can directly connect from here as well. It is fine, but it is not recommended. Okay, I have connected. Let's take example. I want to copy, right? I want to select this one, and I have to right click, and I have to copy this one. But Windows not, in local it is not like that. Just copy, just Control C, and then you can paste wherever you want. Everything can do easily. But when browser, it is little bit tricky. Okay, fine. I'm closing this one, and also we have instance types. If you want to stop it, if you want to start, if you want to reboot means internally to stop and start. And if you want to terminate, you can terminate this. Okay. And also we have if you want to connect, as you already shown, right? If you want to connect, in connect also we have other options. Session manager, this means like SSM. Okay. Sometimes like some of the organizations, they may use SSM directly connect from here as well, instead of giving PEM file, PPK file. And also we have a SSH client. We can use that particular PEM file. We can give the 400 permissions. We can connect with that one as well. And EC2 serial console, we won't be used. Just ignore this one. Okay, fine, clear, right? Next one is actions. In actions, we have a manage instance state. You can see it here, stop, start, reboot, whatever you want, you can change it. Same as shown here. Okay. And next one is like actions and instance settings. If you want to attach this particular instance auto scaling group, we can attach it. If you want to change the terminate protection, if you remember, terminate protection, I have enabled it. It means if I am trying to delete, I can't. The reason is I have enabled this one. I will disable it when we terminate the instance. Okay. And also we have option change stop protection. We also, this one also enabled. We can disable that one as well. Okay. There are a lot of things. We have a shutdown behavior, auto recover. Okay. Change credit, we don't require. If you want to change the instance type, right, we should be stop the instances. I will show you later, but how do we change from t2.micro to t2.median something, so that you will get some idea. And if you have any user data, we can use this edit user data. If you want to edit user data, right, first you have to stop the instances, then you have to edit it. If you see here, it is throwing the warning as well. So first to stop the instance, then you can edit the user data. Okay. Next one here, instance manage tags. If you have anything, manage allow instance tag. Let's take an example. We have a metadata. That metadata needs to be read the tags as well. Whatever we have tags also needs to be read. So for that one, what you have to do, just we have to enable this one, allow tags. Okay. If you want to modify the instance metadata options, we can do that one. Here we have a which one we need we need to enable or not, whether we need to use optional, required, whatever we want, we can update here as well. Okay, fine. Next one is secure networking. This networking related to secure group, everything. So in case if you have any, if you want to attach any network interface, if you want to detach, if you want to connect RDS, you can connect. Okay. If you want to set up the disaster recovery for your instances, okay, everything can do it here. If you want to manage the IPs, currently we have only one, right? See, this is the one. If you want to assign one more, we can assign it. Okay. This one you can do here. And the next one is image. If you want to create any image from EC2 instance, we can create it. If you want to create a instance from, if you want to create the template from instance, you can create. Okay. And these are one of the most important. Sometimes, right, your server is not reachable, even if it is coming 2 by 2, some happen. So for that one, what you have to do, you can select this, select the instance, select the action, select the monitor and troubleshoot, select this get system logs first. If you see here, if something issue with the particular server, you can able to see the error here. So that based on that one, you can take the action. First one, get logs. Second one is you can select this one, go to here, monitor, Second one is get instance screenshot. It means you can able to see here something happen or it is struck, everything you can able to see it. But here, if you observe here, it is showing login page. It means the server should be good. There is no any issue with this particular server. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Any other options here? If you want enabling monitoring, if you want to set up any alarm, okay, if you want to configure CloudWatch agent, you can do that one. If you want to replace root value, as I said, right, we used 8 GB, right? That is a root value. If you want to replace, you can do that one. Okay, but majorly we'll be use the system log and the instance screenshot, so that if something happen, you can check it here, what was happened. Based on that one, you can take the decision. Okay, clear, right? Creation part is clear, right? Okay, fine. Now we need to connect this particular server. We need to connect this particular server. For that one, what we have to do? For that one, we have to create the PuTTY and PuTTygen. What you have to do? We have to download the PuTTY and PuTTygen. From using this one, we can connect the Linux server. So for that one, what you have to do? For that one, what you have to do? Go to the Google. Go to the Google, and you can search here like PuTTY download for Windows. Now here see, right, putty.org, click this one. And here we have a download PuTTY, click this one. And here we have a latest version is, if you see here, permanent link 0.81. Remember guys, don't download 0.81 version. If you download, right, there is a upload option is disabled for this one. So I will recommend it to download 76. Currently, if you see here, it is 0.81.html, right? Just replace 81 to 76. Okay. Now we have to download the 76 PuTTY. You may ask question like here it is showing security warning. Yes, it is a old version, right? That's why it is showing the error. So, but temporary being just download and we can use it. Later part we can connect it directly instead of using the PuTTY. We can directly connect the server as well. I will show you later part. Okay. Now here it come down. Here we have a PuTTY. If you observe here PuTTY, in this particular PuTTY also we have a different types: 64-bit x86, 64-bit ARM, 32-bit x86. But most of the laptops, right, our laptops should be 64x86 only. How do we know? So for that one, we have this PC. Just click the properties so that you can see it here. Say 8 GB. Okay, 64-bit operating system, x86. Okay, x64-bit. Okay, 64-bit operating system. Okay, so for that one, right, we have to download x86. You can go here, just click this download PuTTY. Now what it means, like it is downloading the PuTTY. Now it is download, right? Just double click. Now it will be open. If you are installing first time, right, it will ask next, next, next. Just click next, next, next. It will be download. Okay. Why I said, right, download 0.76 in SSH auth config, it won't be visible this authentication private key file for authentication option if you download the latest version. Okay. For that one, right, I suggest to you download 0.76. Okay. Clear, right? Fine. Now I have downloaded. Now we need to download PuTTygen. The reason is we have to convert from, if we have a PEM file, right? If you see here, we have a PEM file, right? This PuTTY, it won't be support PEM file. You have to convert PEM to PPK file. If you want to convert PEM to PPK file, right, you have to download PuTTygen. Using PuTTygen, we can convert. In the same page, right, come down. Here we have a PuTTygen. If you see here, PuTTygen, right? PuTTygen also we have a x86, right? 64-bit. Just click this one. Now if you see here, it is downloaded. Now you can check it here. It is downloading. Once we download, right, what you have to do, just click this one, double click. Now see here, it is open. Now what you have to do, just click the load. Okay. Now select the all. Where you downloaded, you have downloaded in download option, right? Select the dev.pem, which PEM file you want to generate from PEM to PPK file, you can select. Okay. PPK is nothing but PuTTY private key. Okay. Click this one. Now it is opening. Okay. Now what you have to do, save private key. Okay. Click this save private key. It will ask yes. Now Then you can give any name. I'm giving dev. It means dev.ppk file. Remember, guys, using PuTTY we can convert from PEM to ppk file. Okay. See here, I'm selecting PuTTY private key .ppk extension. Save it. Now you can close this one. We don't require. And if you go here, now if you see here, dev.ppk file is converted PEM to ppk. ppk is nothing but PuTTY private key. Okay. Fine. Now what you have to do? You have to connect the server, right? For that one, I'm selected the server. I'm select the server. I'm taking the public IP. Copy the public IP. We already opened the PEM file, right? We already opened the PuTTY, right? Just here we have a host name or IP address. Just give the IP address. Here we have a port number. Port number is 22. Remember, if it is a Linux 22, if it is Windows 3389. Okay. Now we have given the 22 port number. Here we have SSH. Now how it will be connect for that one, right? You have to give the password. One is you can open this one. You have to enter the you can give the accept, and you have to give the EC2-user. It is a Linux server, right? Amazon Linux, right? The username is EC2-user. Now it is throwing error like no supported authentication method. The reason is we are connecting the server, okay, using EC2-user default user. So for that one, we haven't provided any ppk file or PEM file. That's why it is throwing the error, no supported authentication. You can close this one. Again, you can open. Okay. Oh shit. Here, what do you have to do? Here, search with PuTTY. Here we have PuTTY.exe, right? Click this one. You can give a public IP. Okay. Port number 22 and SSH. Okay. Now here we have SSH, right? Left side SSH, or here we have a private key upload. What I'm doing here, browse. Here download option, we have a dev.ppk file. Just open. Okay. Next, go to here session. Then open it. Now if you see here it is asking login as. Okay. If you are login with first time, it will ask accept or not. Just click the accept. Now here asking the login as. Login as means if you are using Amazon Linux server. In our case, it is using Amazon Linux server, right? For that one, the username is EC2-user. The username is EC2-user. Just give it here, EC2-user. Okay. Authentication, what will happen? Backend, we already uploaded, right? We already uploaded that one, right? That's why, I mean, ppk file uploaded, right? ppk file work as a password. Okay. Now, if you see here, EC2-user, authentication with public key, imported OpenSSH. And if you see here, we are using Amazon Linux 2023, right? That's why it is visible in Amazon Linux 2023. Okay. Now you see here when it was last login, we can see it here. And also here we have a which user. This is the private IP. Even if you connect the public IP, once you connect the right, it will be backend, it will be private IP only. Okay. It means EC2-user is Amazon Linux. If it is a Ubuntu, right? If you create a Ubuntu server, the username is Ubuntu. If it is correct Windows server, right? Username is administrator. Okay. Fine. See here, this is the one. And currently I'm in EC2-user. I want to switch from EC2-user to root user. For that one, what we have to do is sudo su-. Sudo su-. Sudo means we are giving the privileges. Su means switch user. Hyphen means it will be switched to root user. If you see here, earlier it was in EC2-user. Currently I'm in root user. Okay, clear, right? Now we have connected the server. Now if you see here, we have connected the server, but the font size is very less. We are not able to see it properly. For that one, what you have to do in white bar, right? Just click right click. Here we have a change settings. Here we have a appearance in Windows, right? Appearance. Here we have a font settings, change font setting, and then we can give the 18. I'm giving the 18. Just OK, apply. Now if you see here, font size is increased. Okay, clear, right? This one clear, right? We have other options as well. If you right click, here if you want to choose a new one, you can new session. In case if you want to get it the duplicate session, you can same. Sorry. If you use the duplicate session, right? You don't require to provide any IP address, PEM file, PPK file, just to duplicate session, just you have to give the EC-user, the username is EC-user, it is automatically connect. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Just close it. Just click that one. Okay, it is closed. And if you want to save the session, you can do that. If you want to change anything settings, you can do this here. Okay. This especially we will be use font setting changes. Apart from that, we won't be use much. Okay, clear it. These are the I mean these are the process to connect the Linux server, especially Amazon Linux. Same, even if it is Ubuntu also, just username will be changed. Remaining process are same only. Okay, remember. Okay, clear, right? Any questions? Okay, you can see it. Download PuTTY is completed. Convert PEM to PPK is completed. Okay, and now I'm connecting to the Linux server. Okay, that was also completed. Next one is creation of Windows EC2 instance. So far, before going to create the EC2 instance, right, Windows, what you have to do, we have to stop this particular server. So what we need to do, select the server. Okay. Next, go to here. We have a stop option, reboot option, terminate option. Remember, guys, if you select the stop instance, right? Let's take an example. My practice is completed. Now I want to stop it. For that one, you can use stop instance. In future, if you want, you can start again. That is not a problem. In case if you use the terminate instance, right? Once you terminate the instance, you will never get back. Remember, that's why be careful. If you stop the instances, you can start easily. But if you terminate the instance, you will never get back. So be careful what you want to do. But practice purpose, right? Currently today my practice completed. Then I want to stop or terminate. Now I'm doing the stop. If you stop the instances, right, it won't be charged anything except this particular EBS value. Remaining same only. In case if you use the elastic IP, that will be charged. Elastic IP we can discuss later. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, I'm stopping the instance. Now I'm stopping the instance. See here, stop instance. When I'm trying to stop, right, it is throwing the error. What error throwing? This instance may not be stopped. Modify disable API stop instance. The reason is, remember when we are set up, right, I selected stop protection. It means stop protection I have enabled. It means even if anyone trying to stop the instances, they will never. Okay, if anyone trying to stop the instances, they will never until unless disable it. So for that one, what you have to do, select this one, go to actions, go to instance settings. Here we have a change stop protection. Select this one. Here is enable, right? Just disable it. Basically, this is not recommended. The reason is sometimes any new patching come, right? Automatically reboot the server. If that is the case, right? Sometimes it might be not work. So if it is critical servers, we can enable it. That is fine. Okay. Now I have disabled, right? Now I'm trying to stop the instance. If you select the here, stop instance, stop instance. Okay. Now if here, if you see here, we have stopped the instance. It is stopping state. It may take 1 or 2 minutes to stop the instances. We can wait for that one. Okay. We can wait for that one. Yeah, if you see here, we have stopped the instances. When you stop the instances, it is showing status check is 0, nothing. Okay. And also, we have a public IP, right? That public IP is gone. The reason is it is dynamic IP, not static IP. Okay. If you want to assign the static IP, we can use the elastic IP. We can discuss later part. Okay. And here we have stopped the instances. Fine. Again, if you want to start the instances, just select and we have here start instances. Okay, clear, right? But I want to terminate. It means I don't require this server anymore. For that one, you can use the terminate instance. Remember, terminate, once you terminate the instances, you will never get back. Even if you reach out to AWS team, they can't help you. So be careful when you want to delete, terminate permanently. Okay, based on that one, you can choose. Clear, right? Okay. Next one, if you see here, this one fine, right? Now I want to terminate permanently. For that one, what you have to do, select this one, setting, terminate. I'm trying to terminate. Okay, just terminate this. When I'm trying to terminate also, it is throwing the error. This instance may not be terminated. Modify, disable API termination. It means first you have to disable this option, then you can terminate it. If you remember, when we are creating, I have enabled two things. One is instance stop protection, terminate protection. Both I have enabled it. So instance stop protection, we have disabled it, and that's why we have stopped it. Now we need to disable the terminate protection. For that one, select the instance, go to the actions, go to the instance settings, go to here, stop change termination protection. Select this one. Here it is enabled, right? Just uncheck it, save it. It means now it is disabled. Now we can terminate this instance. Select that one. Go to here, terminate instance. It will ask me terminate or not. Terminate it. Remember, once we terminate, right, what will happen? First it will shut down, then it will show the terminate state. Remember, that particular terminated state, right, it will be showcasing around 30 minutes to 1 hour. It will be displayed here. Automatically, it will go on after 30 minutes to 1 hour. So you don't require to worry on this one. It is showing that terminated. So it means the server is terminated. Clear it? This is the process of creating the EC2 instance, converting PEM to PPK file, and then how to connect the server, Linux server from using PuTTY. Okay. And also what are the options is available instance. Okay. And how do we delete that particular server? How do we stop and delete that particular server? Okay. Once we delete it, right, you can't see it here, that information, anything private IP, private DNS, those are things you can't able to see it. Okay. Fine. Now what you have to do next step? Next step is you have to create the Windows server. So far, what will happen? We have we created Amazon Linux and we have connector, right? Now we can discuss about creation of Windows EC2 instance. Okay. For that one, what you have to do? Go to here. I'm closing this one. We don't require this. Now here we have a same launch instances. Go to EC2 launch instances. Here I'm giving Windows Server. Windows Server. Okay. Now here we have type is Windows, right? Select the Windows. And here Windows also we have a different version. Windows 2022, 2019, 2016, after 2012, 2008. There are multiple types available. Here you have to select the AMI, right? Currently, majority of the organizations are using 2019, 2016. So you can create any server. I'm selecting Microsoft Server 2016, 19. Okay. Remember, if interview level, if they ask question, what type of instances you guys are using, we can tell them 2016 or 2019 also fine. Okay. 2016 I'm creating. Majorly we'll be using the 2016 and they are planning to migrate from 2016 to 2019 as well. Okay. Clear it? Now here, if you see here, architecture is x86 only. This is the AMI ID. Remember, when I'm creating, right, this is the AMI ID. In case if you create a server, in future it might be changed, okay? Because patching will be occur, right? And it means new AMI will be created and it will be pushed to here so that the AMI ID will be changed. Verify provider is nothing but AWS provider thing, okay? It is verified. And here we have instance type, right? We have different types, T2.micro, T2.medium, same thing. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to show you T2.medium. I'm going to show you T2.medium. If you select the T2.medium, what will happen? It will be 2 CPUs, 4 GB memory. 2 CPUs, 4 GB memory. Okay. Select this one. And here, very most important thing, key pair. Key pair. If you want to connect the server securely, we have to give the key pair. Key pair, we have two options, right? One is not recommended. It means without key pair, we can use. Second one is we have a key pair, right? That is a dev, right? Select the dev key pair. Okay. Now here we have option where we need to create. Remember, again, I'm telling, once you create the one key pair, right, we can use any operating system, either Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, CentOS, Red Hat, any type of operating system, you can use it. Okay. it will be support. Now here networking, right? Networking, it is a default VPC and subnets, and we are using enabling the public as well. And also it will be creating the security group. In security group, right, it is allowing the RDP. RDP's port number is 3389. I will show you where it will be there. Okay, so that you will get some idea. And here it is showing the warning like we are enabling 0.0. It is not recommended. Okay. Now, if you see here, configuring, this is the default 30 GB we are giving. Okay, this is the root volume. Root volume is nothing but C drive. Okay, once we create the server, right, it will be display the particular server info. Okay, fine. Now come down in advanced settings. Same in Windows or Linux, almost same. On domain join, if you have any directory server, we can attach here domain. If you want to attach any role, IP name or resource name, you can select the IP name. Okay, all are same. Whatever we explained earlier at Linux, same options only available. Both shutdown behavior, startup, termination, everything will be same only. Okay, nothing changes. And metadata also same. Here we selected the V2 only. This is the latest one. Okay. And if you have any user data, let's take example. If you have any PowerShell to install specific softwares in Windows. Once we create the server, right? Once creating the server, this whatever we mention here, scripted PowerShell, it will be executed. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, if you see here, we are getting number of instances one. If you can create how many you want, but we are getting one, and AMI ID, the particular instance type, and firewall, how much storage we are using. This is the free trial we are using. That's why it is showing this one. T2.micro only, it will be included, but we are still using T3.medium. It means it will be chopped. Once we complete, right, we can terminate quickly. Okay. Launch instance, click this one. Now, if you see here, creating security group. Okay. Creating security group, and it is launching the EC2 instance. As I said, right, it will be create the unique instance ID. Click this one. Now, if you see here, Windows server, this is the instance ID. It is showing pending. Once it is running, it will be start the status checks. Okay, and where it is was launched, what is the public IP? Remember, public IP it was changed. Earlier, the public IP for Linux is different, for Windows is different. Okay, you can wait for this. And one more thing, remember, this particular server fully up and running Windows server, it will take 4 minutes. How much time will take? It will take 4 minutes. Okay. Now here we come, public IP, public DNS, where it is launched. It is launched 1A, US East 1A. Okay. Security group, what is the name? When it was launched, platform. If you see here, platform is Windows. Okay. Now you can see it here, instance information as well. It is created public IP, private DNS, private IP, everything same. Only changes is what type of instance type we are using. We are using instance name is, Windows, right? Platform is Windows. That's why it is showing platform Windows. If it is a Linux, it will show the Linux. What is the AMI name? It is the AMI name. When it was launched, what is the AMI ID? You can see it here. Okay. All the information available here. Same, whatever we see, right? And also status check, it is showing initializing. It may take a little bit time to come up running. Okay. And monitoring, right? Default, it is monitored every 5 minutes. It will monitor CPU, networking, in, out, everything it will be monitored. Okay. And the security group, right? In security, you can click this one. If you see here, launch widget, right? Just click this one. I'm opening another tab. Now here we can see it, the port number is 3389. For Windows, if you see here, 3389. You can enable inbound rule, outbound rule we have. If you see here, RDP, okay, remote desktop protocol, RDP is nothing but 3389 we have enabled. It means you can connect the server. If you are not enable this port number, right, you will never connect. Okay, clear, right? Okay, and coming to the networking, these are the network details. What is the public, private, VPC, everything you can see it here. Storage, how much storage? We have 30 GB. It's still attaching. It may take a little bit time. dev/stv A1. Okay, this is a C drive. Okay, and here you can click this. We can wait for, we have to wait. Once we up, it will be attached volume as well. And coming to the tax rate, currently we have given only name. but in real time, it will be environment name, project name, owners, okay, whether it is created terraform or not, everything we can tag all the, we can create a multiple tags, okay. But practice purpose, we have created only one tag. That also, when you are giving right name, right, that name is name, okay. We can wait for few things, few minutes. Meanwhile, you can check it all the options. Here we have select this one, you can connect. We have option session manager if you enable it. Second one is RDP client, we can enable it. But here, if you see here, this is a public DNS. As I said, right, we have a username is administrator. Username is administrator. What is the password? Password is, you can click this get password. You can upload the password. Which one we have to upload? We have a PEM file, right? Dev. We have to upload that file. Click this upload. We have a dev.pem, right? Click this one. It is in download option only. Remember, you have to upload only .pem file, not ppk file. Okay. Click this one and see here. Decrypt. Now we can see the password. Okay. Now we can see the password. What you have to do in local, right? Search with RDP. If it is your laptop is Windows, by default RDC is coming. Remote desktop connection. Just click this one. Here it will ask. Here it will ask. One is public DNS or IP address. Give this and username, right? Show options. And here you can give the administrator. Username is administrator. Just click the connect. Once we connect, right, it will ask the password. The password is here, right? Copy this password and paste it here. Okay. When you are connecting first time, right, it will ask trust or not. Just give the yes. Now it is trying to connect the server and we can see it here, instances. Now it is showing 2 by 2. Remember, 2 by 2 is coming. Everything is fine. Storage is fine. Storage also it is attached. Now you can see it here. Now it is connecting. Remember, we have created the server, virtual server. It means we are connecting over the internet as well, right? I'm using RDC, remote desktop connection. Using that one, we have connected the server. If you see here, we have connected the server we have connected. If you see here, we can go to the Windows. Now we can see it here, this PC. Now we can see here disk usage. I mean 30 GB we have used, right? We have attached, right? That 30 GB it is showing here. Okay, clear, right? This is the process of creating Windows Server. You may ask question, if you remember, when we are creating, right? During that time, I have we attached the volume is 30 GB, right? That 30 GB is this C drive only. This is a default drive. Okay, single server we can attach multiple volumes. It means we can create D drive, G drive. Okay, but default root volume is C drive. That also it is a 30 GB. If you want, you can increase it. I will show you later part how do we increase. But currently, whatever we attach that is 30 GB here. Okay, and you can check it here. Right click and click the properties. Here you can see it how much 4 GB RAM, right? As I said, 4 GB RAM, 2 CP memory. Everything it is a 64-bit. Okay, clear, right? This is the process of creating a Windows server, and also you can see it here as well. Host name, instance ID, what is the public IP, what is the private IP, what type of instance, what is the available zones, where it is, okay, total memory, how much, okay, everything you can see it here. Clear, right? This is the process of creating a Windows server and also connecting the Windows server from local. Okay, here we connected using public IP, using that public IP through RDC. RDP same only. RDC is nothing but remote desktop connection. RDP is nothing but remote desktop protocol. Okay, both are same only. Clear, right? Now what you have to do if you want to stop the instances, okay, what you have to do for that one, right? Just select this one and here instance, just terminate. I don't require, just I want to terminate. Click the terminate. Okay, this is the process of creating, terminating. Here, one of the most important thing you have to remember, for Linux is the port number is 22. For Windows, the port number is 3389. Port number is 3389. Okay, clear, right? Now it is shutting down. We can wait for a few minutes. Meanwhile, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one more server here. We require Linux server. So for that one, Linux server. Now I'm selecting Amazon Linux 2. Okay. 2023 t2.micro. Keep ID is dev. Remaining with I don't require. Just launch it. Now it is showing, it is going to create the new server with t2.micro. Okay. We can wait for a few things. Okay. Now, if you see here, this is a termination completed, right? We can see it here. Now you can see here terminated. Okay, fine. Now what I'm going to do, we given right Linux server, right? Fine. Now what is the next topic is? We need to create the, we can discuss. We need to create the AMI from EC2 instance. Let's take example. We have a EC2 instance. From that particular EC2 instance, I have to create the AMI. How do we create? Why do we require AMI? What is the purpose of creating AMI? Let's take example. You have a DB server. This is the example. This is the DB server. Okay. You want to take the backup. One is we have option snapshot. Second is you can use the AMI creation. Second option is, okay, let's take example. You have created the server. You have installed the multiple software inside the server. Then you can create the AMI. And from that particular AMI, going forward, if anyone creating the server, using that AMI, they can create the server. So for that one also, it will be useful for AMI. Okay. So what I'm doing here, creating AMI, right? For that one, go to in left side, right? First, we can discuss about AMI. What are the things available in left side, right? AMIs. I'm in North Virginia. If you see here, owned by means, if I create a AMI, it will be displayed here. If it is any private images, it means entire organization level. If you have any private, it will be displayed here. And if it is public images, public images means, if for example, we are creating the server, right? Those are public AMIs only. Okay. All the public AMIs is available, almost 1,000 plus AMIs available here. Let's take example. If you want to search specific, you can search it here. Okay. If it is Ubuntu, if you want, if you see here Ubuntu Pro, if you want Ubuntu, if you want Linux, if you want Windows, everything you can see it here. If it is disabled images, it means you have created the images, but if you earlier you disable the images, you can see it here as well. Okay, owned by me also, I don't have anything. So what I'm doing here, we have a EC2 instance, right? Running EC2 instance. Now this is, I'm enabling. Now if you see here, Linux server, right? From this one, I'm going to create the AMI. How can create? Select this one, select the action, go to images, create a AMI. Okay, create AMI. Here I'm giving like Linux server. Okay, Linux server. Here you can give that. You can describe image description as well. You can give specific name. Remember, guys, if it is application name, you can give the specific instance name. As just example, I'm giving Linux server. Okay, fine. Next one here is no reboot. It means if you want to, if you enable this one, if you don't require the reboot, you can enable this one. And also when you are creating, right, the particular server, it contains EBS volumes, right? If you see here, this particular server, it contains only go to here storage. Here we have only one, right? That's why it is displaying only one. Okay. What will happen when you are creating the image, right? Each and every EBS value, it will create the snapshot. Okay, whatever we have EBS value, right? Let's take example, we have only one, but in real time, it may have 3 to 4. So for that one, what will happen? When you create in the AMI, right? Backend, it will be created a snapshot for each AMI. Sorry, each EBS value. Okay. And here we have option like tags. If you want to assign the tag same names, image and snapshot. If you want to assign individual, you can do that. But I'm giving same. Here I'm giving the name Linux server. Okay. Linux server. You can give any name, just to create image. It means what will happen? It will be create the image from the particular EC2 instance. What will happen? It will be create the AMI from the particular server. If you see here, go to AMI's left side. Now you can see it here, owned by me. It is showing my name. Under my name, it will be display that AMI because I have created, right? That's right. Okay. And here, select this one. If you see here, what is the name? AMI name, AMI ID. It will be generate specific unique ID, and it is source, who is the owner of that, whether it is public or private. Here it is showing the status when it was creating, what is the Linux or Windows. Okay, whether it is we have root volume or not, what is the device name, what is the VM. Okay, everything it will be displayed here. And also if you see here, AMI ID, image type, platform, whether it Windows or Linux, root device type, and also AMI name, owner, architecture, usage operations, root device name, status, source. Okay, and also boot volume, everything can display here. And also if you want to share this AMI to other accounts, you can share the accounts, we can display here, and we can edit and permissions, you can add the specific accounts as well. If some use cases, right, you'll be create the AMI in specific account, we will be share that same AMI to the other accounts. For that one, we have to use the shared accounts option. Okay. And storage, if you see here, when you're creating the AMI, right, we have only one EBS volume, right? That is the EBS volume. It is creating the snapshot. Okay. And the tags, if you create any tags, you can see it here. And if you see here, refresh this. Now, if you see here, it is available. It means from AMI, from that particular server, it is created AMI. You may ask question, Murli, why it is immediately created? The reason is the particular server, we don't have anything, right? We don't have that much EBS volumes, everything, right? That's why it is created immediately. But in real time, right? One server, it contains 3 to 4 EBS volumes. Each EBS volume, it contains 100 GB, 1000 GB. So for that one, right, it may take 1 to 2 hours. Okay, you have to wait for that one. Clear, right? This is the AMI creation. Once we create the AMI, right, from AMI we can launch the instance. If you see here, we have a launch instance from AMI. It means you can launch the AMI. If you see here, this is your AMI. If you observe here, AMI, Linux AMI, right? That AMI it is display. From that AMI, we can create the server. Okay. Some use cases, we may use customized AMI. We can call it as this is a customized AMI also, or we can call it as, customized AMI only. From AMI, we are creating the servers. Okay, clear, right? Same, just select this one, launch instance, or you can directly when instances, right? Launch instance. From here, when you are launching the instances, here click the browse more AMIs. Click this one. Here we have a my AMI. Here, if you select the my AMI, it will be display the whatever you created AMIs. It will be display here so that you can select the particular AMI and you can see it. We have a multiple AMIs. We have a multiple AMIs. Okay. Based on our need, we can use it. Okay. Clear, right? This is the process of creating. If you want to create, and also I'm showcasing here. Let me click this launch instances. Come down here. And real time, right? 99% will be use customized AMI only. Okay. Quick start AMI. My AMIs means whatever we created. And also in AWS, we have a marketplace AMIs. It means it will be chargeable. If you want to use specific AMIs, we can use Cisco. There are a lot of things available. You can use it. And also community AMIs. Someone is committed. We can see it here. But majorly we'll be create a customized AMI. Okay. Or else we can use the AWS managed AMIs. So based on that one, we'll be create and we can use it. Okay. Launch instances, fine. Clear, right? Now what you have to do, if you want to delete, if you want to do what we have to do. Okay. Select this one. Here we have actions. If you want to create a copy, same image, if you want to create, just click the copy AMI and you can give the name and you can give the AMI and where you want to copy, in same region or different region. Let's take example. I want to copy different region. You can do that. Mumbai region, if you want, you can do that and copy AMI. It means whatever AMI, right? It will be copied to the destination. Let's take example. I'm selecting North Virginia, Oregon region, Oregon. Okay. Now, here we can click the copy AMI. Currently, I'm in North Virginia. I copy to destination west. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, open this tab. I'm going to the destination Oregon region. Select this one. Select Oregon region. And here we have AMI. See, if you see here, AMI is here. Okay. It is showing pending. And where it is coming, everything can display here. We don't require to create again in Oregon region. We don't require to create a same AMI. So instead of that, we can copy that AMI. Okay, fine. Now we have created, right? I mean, copyright. And if you want to edit any AMI permissions, it means if you share that AMI to different account, we can remove or add it. We can do that here. And also we have a shared organization OU level also we can share it if you want. Okay. Cancel it. And next, actions, edit. If you want to create spot instances, you can create it. And if you want to manage the stacks, if you want to delete, deregister means if you want to delete, you can delete. And if you want to enable in deregister protection, it means if you same as instance level, we have enable, right? Same thing. If you want to enable edit, you can do that. Okay, why it is not working? Yeah, see here. Disable, enable without countdown, cooldown. Okay, you can do that if you want. And also we have if you want to change description, if you want to manage AMI deprecation, it means like let's take example. I kept it should be deleted after 2025. Okay, it means 2025, not 24. It means automatically once this date is completed, automatically it will be delete, terminate. It means delete. Okay. And if you want to disable it AMI, you can do it. Okay. And if you want to deregister, you can do that. I'm doing deregister, it means it will be deleted the AMI. If you see here, it is deleted. I'm checking here in destination. See, in Oregon region still there. Only North Virginia we have deleted. Okay. So just select this one also, Oregon region. Just deregister. It is deleted. One of the most important thing, how do we create a custom AMI? Example, this one. We'll create a one server. Inside the server, we'll be install all the softwares. Then we'll be create the customized AMI. And then the particular AMI will be used and based on our need. Let's take an example. I can tell you. Example, if you are using ECS, Elastic Container Service, or if you use the EKS, during that time, what will happen? We will use the customized AMI only. Inside the particular server, we will be install all the softwares, kubectl. There are other softwares you can install. Okay. For that one, we will be use the AMI, customized AMI only. Not only this one, for Windows also, for Ubuntu also, everywhere we will be use the customized AMI only. Okay. Clear, right? Any question? No, right? So finally, I'm going to delete this instance as well. Or I'm going to stop this. It might be useful later part. Okay, fine. This is a process of, I mean, creating the AMI, deleting the AMI, creating the server from specific customized AMI. We can do that. Okay. And we can just recap what we discussed today. First one is what is EC2? What are the features is available? How do we create the Linux server, Amazon Linux? How do we download from PuTTY to PuTTY and PuTTygen? How do we convert from PEM to PPK using PuTTygen? And also how do we connect the server using PuTTY? And also how do we protect the particular servers? And also how do we delete and specific servers? Okay, terminate that one. And also how do we create the Windows server? Okay, and also how do we connect and terminate everything? You can see that. And also what is AMI? How do we create our where we can use exactly AMI? Everything we can discuss about those things. Remember, again, I'm telling in real time we won't be use T2.micro or T2.medium. Majorly we will be use T3.large, some other servers, and based on our application need. Let's take example. If it is CPU based, we can CPU based related instances, instance types. If it is memory based related instance types, we can use it. Okay. Sometimes, right, they don't want to invest more and they can use a general purpose. It is a limited one. How much CPU and how much memory we require, based on that one, we'll be use those things. Okay. Clear, right? I hope understand. Any questions? Still, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out me so that I will try to help you. And remember, guys, if you want, you can, you can follow through our YouTube channel and also LinkedIn. Okay, there are multiple, and also we have a website. You can go through it so that you will get some idea. Okay, and one more thing I want to say, like, if you are planning to, if you want to learn that particular AWS, just follow everything what I'm saying without skipping so that you will get some idea, because I'm frequently using the real-time words, and also I'm saying where exactly we are using so that you can easy to manage. And also once you complete this 30-day series, right, you can use it to manage in your organization, your job, and also use it to crack the interview, and also without any taking help from anyone. Okay, I hope understand it. Still, if you have any doubts, feel free to reach out me. Thank you.